Welcome back. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking in. Today we are doing Starbucks cold brew versus Dunkin cold brew. This was suggested to me by a couple of people. So I said, you know what? I don't have any ideas. No one's leaving comments about what they want to see. And it doesn't even have to be food. We can do a lot of things. Before we jump into which is better and why, I want to get into so off topic, a little rant about leaf blowers. Because as I was going to get this Dunkin', there's a guy, one of those lawn servicemen in the parking lot, and he's just blasting shit about. He watches me pull into a spot, I get out, and he just starts blasting shit my way. I'm wearing sandals and there's fucking rocks and stuff all over the bottom half of me and in my sandals, and it's so bad. And just driving around, I see people, they're just air blowing that shit straight into the middle of the road, and I don't understand what happened to the good old-fashioned days of raking it up, putting it into a bag. It's like every day, just trying to leave my neighborhood, there's a guy and he's shooting debris at my vehicle. It's not a nice vehicle by any means, but it's kept nice. I don't want rocks and little twigs and leaves flying all over it, or me, or into, the neighbor's yard. It's like, it's just blasted out. It's like, oh, it's not my problem. My area's clean now. So that's the rant. Fuck leaf blowers. Let's get a fuck leaf blowers in the comments section. Thank you. Now on to the regularly scheduled program. I thought for sure going into this that although, in my opinion, Dunkin' has a lower quality base coffee, they're typically better at following instructions. So for me at least, I want a black cold brew with like a drop of cream in there, not to taste it, just to cut back on the acidity of the coffee. Just helps it feel better for me for some reason. And usually Starbucks is awful at this, but there is one employee at a Starbucks near me, and she's probably the best Starbucks employee I've ever had. And she aced it today. I was like, I told them both the same thing. I want a medium cold brew with just a touch of cream, very little. That's it. She didn't ask any questions, Nisha. A1 employee just did it. And that is, quite frankly, exactly what I want it to look like. Dunkin', who I thought was going to win, she confirmed with me. She's like, you want one cream in there? And I said, no, I want way less than that, lady. I want just like set the cream next to it, let them talk to each other. I didn't actually say that, but I said just a touch, less than one, however little you can put in there is what I said. And this, lo and behold, we got this creamy mess. But without further ado, we're gonna see which one is better. So we'll start with the Dunkin' medium cold brew, and you can even see one cream right there. Remember that, one cream. The lady who rang me out did not talk to the lady who made it, so I know one cream. It's decent. I always feel like there's like a bit of a nutty flavor in the Dunkin' cold brew. I don't know what it is. It's also like a watery. It doesn't have that like, tastes like I'm drinking a coffee flavored water, which isn't good. The cream is obviously a little too much for me. We're gonna pretend it's not there. I mean, it's not a bad coffee. It kind of tastes like you went to a place and they're like, oh, we don't have iced coffee. We can pour coffee over ice, is what that tastes like. We'll dive into the Starbucks now and give this a comparison too. And you can see right here, they added light cream 1/4. So they have, in their POS system, they have a quarter of one cream, and they aced it. I mean, look at that. Come on, let's give it a shot. I mean, it's definitely a fuller coffee flavor. It tastes more like concentrated. This kind of watery, strong. I mean, gosh, Starbucks, other than the price, I would be going to Starbucks too. Another thing, their drive-through windows are like pretty high up there, and my car is lowered. So I always like pay, you know, I'm like up here, you know, trying to tap the thing. And then they're like, oh, the machine's gonna ask you a question. I gotta be like, well, I can't see the machine, you know, and I'm certainly not gonna stand up. So they gotta do this awkward thing where they like pick it up and like lean out the window and get into my car, kinda, and then I click 0 because actually I gave Nisha $1 because she aced it. Let's be serious. She got a tip today. Normally though, you're not getting a tip for just, you know, putting the coffee in the cup. I personally believe like a tip is like, whoa, you went above and beyond what I think that your responsibilities are. I want to compensate you for being such a good worker. That's not the case anymore. Everywhere I go is asking me for a tip. Dunkin did not. They definitely get points for that. Dunkin didn't ask for tips. But where Dunkin falls short is that their donuts are disgusting, and they've been just on a steady downhill plunder. That brings me, Starbucks' food is horrendous, right? And then you got McDonald's, who's got the Egg McMuffin where they're cracking real eggs, but they have no coffee. So it's like, you know what I mean? You don't want to go to multiple places, but there's not one good place. If you're buying Starbucks food, you're a lick. If you're buying Dunkin's food, you have no taste buds. I'm sorry if I'm attacking you guys. That's just how I feel. I think McDonald's needs to step up their coffee game, get like a real cold brew in there, and just spend a little time and money just setting up your coffee section. You know, get a barista in there. That's all you're missing. You just need good coffee. I would be there way more often. Every once in a while, maybe once or twice a month, I'll go through there. I'll get an Egg McMuffin, and you know, I'm having a great time. It's a fantastic meal. But there's nowhere to get the coffee, so you gotta come home, make your own coffee. Starbucks is the clear winner here. Just to be clear, it should have been Dunkin. Every single time I've gone to a Starbucks and it's not Nisha there, and I say I want very little cream, just a touch, just a drop, I get something creamier than this Dunkin one, and it's a mess. It's a mess. Overall, though, give me a second here. It's not a bad flavor. It's very watery. We'll give that a 6 out of 10. And give me another second here. Something tastes weird with that one. We're gonna give this a 5.5 out of 10. But the direction following, I don't want to say Starbucks won, Nisha won. So anyways, yeah, leave a comment. You know, thanks for tuning in. Let me know what to do next, because I have no ideas. Maybe that'll help me get, you know, a more regular schedule. Editing, I don't know if I'll ever edit these. Just kind of more for fun, more for goofing about, you know. Go make someone's day. Go be a nice guy. Don't be a mean guy, mean person. All right. Have a good one.